right? So next thing I know, it's this dumbass nigga that was sitting there championing me, being a supporter of mine. All of a sudden, this motherfucker start making videos and attacking me and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I know where it's coming from, right? So I call attorney Jasmine and I'm like, what's up with your peoples making these videos about me, this, that, and the third? Either that's coming from you or that's coming from Suge, right? Because this nigga was just on my nuts, right? I was just, man, he in his own chat, he telling people, oh, don't talk bad about Choke over here. Da, da, da. Then now all of a sudden he making videos about me and talking about me. I'm like, that's either you or Suge. Now, which one of y'all is doing this? Right? So she calls the dude and get him on the phone, right? And she like, yo, what you call it? You know, I need to uh you making these videos about Choke, you talking about Choke, this and that. We need to get in and we need to handle this. And now I'm telling her, I don't need to handle nothing. I don't know this nigga, never met him, don't care to, don't, there ain't nothing to talk about. And for she's like, but please, please, let's just handle this. Like let's talk, let's just all talk, this, that, and the third. Right. So she get the person on the phone and she like, well, you know, Choke is on the phone and he know you a good friend of mine. Good friend of yours. Click. That's it. Block. Now I don't F with her, right? Because if this nigga's your good friend and he attacking me, I don't deal with people that play the middle and play both sides, you know. And I really was digging her, right? You know what I'm saying, as a person. And then they talking about, oh, I'm dating her. Niggas started coming out with the rumors that I was dating attorney Jasmine and I'm her man and this, that, and just because she was talking to me. I'm like, yo, bro, first of all, she way on the other side of the goddamn coast. I've never met her in person. I don't know her, right? So now all of a sudden I'm dating her because we're talking. It's too many games, right? So to save her peace and to save me peace, right? I just stopped dealing with her too, right? Fast forward, right? Somewhere down the line, I unblocked you, right? He started calling, right? Again, right? Because people tell me, oh, Choke, man, you should talk to him, man. You know, this, that, and the other. He apologized, da 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 da. Da. Now I talk to him, but I can't believe everything that he say, right? Then I see Gene talking about no, Suge do an interview, and now he's blaming Corey Jacobs of giving Keefe D's son money and Keefe D, right? Trying to link Tupac to Diddy, right? Now I know Suge don't know nothing about Corey, right? Corey's not in the forefront of nothing, never been. Only person that talks about Corey is Gene trying to link Diddy to the Tupac shit and whatever he could do to make sure Diddy don't get out of jail or get Diddy locked up. You know, he came with that whole Corey funded bad boy. First it was D Ferg, then it now is Corey, right? So whatever dudes that Diddy got that's still good with him, that's on the street, Gene is trying to get locked up. So now here go Suge on the art of dialogue with this whole Corey thing. right? So I speak to Suge, and I'm like, yo, bro, this Cory thing you talking about. I said, nigga, you speaking to Gene Deal, right? And he laughed. You mother effing right. Man, these dudes is a trip. And I'm like, yo, dude, you out of all people are messing with Gene? This is why you seen Gene talking about, oh, Suge is a gentleman. Because remember when Suge did the show and said that Gene and Reggie was friends. Remember? Gene went and said, man, it wasn't me, it was Paul. I only met I met Reggie in 2017, 2016. You know what I'm saying? I just met Reggie. That was Paul that was friends with him back in 96, right? Or 95 or whenever it was, right? But I'm like, bro, you told me why am I trusting Gene after seeing what he was doing to Diddy? You would be talking to Gene. This is why you see Gene doing these interviews. Oh, Suge is a gentleman. This, that, and the third. So Gene is feeding Suge bullshit about Corey Jacobs to try to link Cory in with Kiight D and them to link it back to Diddy to try to put this back on Diddy. This is why I'm telling y'all now. I don't believe Diddy had anything to do with the Tupac thing. That's the death row narrative for an alibi. I believe the whole thing is in house, right? So now he go from the art of dialogue telling this whole Cory story, which is a blatant lie. It's a blatant lie. This is why I reached out to Kiight D's son, and then Kiight D, RJ Barnes sent me the audio of Kiight D. Neither one of them know Cory Jacobs. They don't know Cory, right? They don't know him. And then he go on Tasha K and bring up Cory name again, and he trying to put it on Diddy. But remember, he was blaming Snoop for having a walkie-talkie, right? Now, I believe now today that Snoop was tipped off not to go to Vegas. Who I believe he was tipped off by? Kevin Gaines. Because of the beef that Kevin Gaines had with Suge, right? I think Kevin Gaines is the brown arm that came out the Cadillac, and I believe that allegedly, and I believe that David Mack was the driver. That's the light-skinned, bald-head guy with the mustache, and I believe Kevin Gaines is the one that shot, allegedly, right? But they all worked for Reggie, allegedly. And we know Kevin Gaines was in Vegas for um on a special assignment, so they say, right? So it ain't this is why Kiight D don't know the story, right? And remember, Greg Caden got that South Side did it from Reggie.